Hello guys, this is the ASMR Medic. I hope you're well. It's Christmas Day today for the 22nd episode of this series. Hope you're having a lovely day, nice and relaxing with your family and such, and hopefully you're watching this very late at night if at all. Christmas is obviously all about family and such, so I hope you're having a lovely day, and this is a lovely little present that we've got. I've put some of our stuff in here. I've taken off my all of my armour just to show you this one thing. Through the inspiration of the ASMR technician, I have changed my skin to that of a medical student, or a doctor I suppose. The skin is called medical student, so I thought that's appropriate for the ASMR Medic. It's got the little red cross on it, just like my logo. So there we go. I think it looks quite nice. But let's be practical, shall we? Not quite so. We've still got our little face mask on, I suppose, and our gloves. So that'll do. And let's take these. Yeah, fairly certain that we don't need these, so let's get rid of them. Get rid of that as well. Snowball, nope, I don't think so. Got a bit of coal here. I actually don't know where we got that from. Oh, we got it from that thing, didn't we? From the spawner. Okay, so we were trying to run in a vague circle, weren't we? So it was going down on that axis. That's still going up. So yeah, let's kind of go around this way then. I think that's kind of the way we were going, wasn't it? I apologise. This is odd, isn't it? That's pretty cool. It's very satisfying. Like the ASMR technician's I think it was episode 4 or something, where he was constantly breaking the ice. That was very, very satisfying. I'm glad some of you have gone over to watch his videos. They're very good, actually. Let's have a little look down here, see if we can find any good, nice little gubbins. No, that's not the purpose. This is our continuing the explorations that we started in episode 21. If you didn't see that episode, we found a skeleton spawner. Oh, look, some snow foxes. They go so quickly, don't they? Very sweet. Yeah, we found a skeleton spawner, but not before we found an igloo, which I later found out you actually only have 50% chance of having a sort of downstairs part to it, a basement or a dungeon, whatever, where you find the you'll find a villager and a, they call like a poisoned villager or like a corrupted villager, something like that. Oh, was that us? Have we been here? I don't remember. Oh, I don't remember. It all looks the same, doesn't it? We're sort of making our way back, but in a kind of a circle, so that we can potentially, find a village. I really would like to find a village, especially one relatively close to where we were. We do obviously have 2 villagers now that I guess we can use to do breeding with, villager breeding. I don't know much about it. Really have no idea how to set that up. I know it's going to be a real pain to get those villagers back to the base. In either way, let me know if you would like to see me do that. I know it will be necessary at some point. I would quite like to go to Nether soon. We were talking about that. Oh, what's this? It's a village. Have we found a village? And an igloo. What is this? Oh, wow. Is it like a village in like a snowy biome? What? I have never seen this before. Oh, this is so cool. Got a golem as well. Oh, wow. Honestly, I didn't know that they look like this. Oh, this is so cool. Right, we have to try and get all of the villagers. He does wheat. Oh, that is brilliant, because obviously we have so much wheat, so we can obviously utilise him. They're all sort of like in little igloos. Is that a cat? Oh, brilliant. Oh, that's really useful, because then we can obviously use that for oh, hello. Why did I say that like it was amazing? It's really not that good. It's like when you see these Oh, cool. Oh, a leather tunic, brilliant. Anything in here? No. Well, thankfully it is quite... Oh no, the cat. The cats are really useful for... what the hell is that? No idea. Useful for creeper. For building like creeper... I don't even want to call it. I suppose like a... What's another one? A creeper spawner, but I don't know, I can't remember what you call them. Which is amazing for obviously you need a sort of creeper spawner thing. A cartography table, it's pretty cool. Bit of paper. Very useful if you have an elytra, obviously. Compost bin. Oop, my bad. What are you? Are you a cartographer? You look like you're a Fletcher. So gravel for flint and arrows and stuff like that. Another guy down here, whatever you are. Of course, because they have new jobs and stuff. Oh, this is the farm we saw before, a novice one. I really need to look up how it works because I genuinely have no idea how you level them up or how you change their jobs and things like that. There, smoker, interesting. Little kid. So I've managed to trap this one. I think we should put like a big thing here. Some lights on it to kind of indicate that there's one there. Just trying to trap them so that when I do come back here, I can find them a bit easier. If we looked in here, obviously you took the bread. We have this farmer here who will be useful. This is always a real pain in the butt to do. Yeah, this is why I'm trying to do it off camera, because it's a little bit frustrating to watch actually. I'm just going to steal all these. There's all that stripped wood. We've got spruce and... Oh, you can do stripped wood as well now. Didn't even realise that. Oh, you were in there. That'd have been good. Could have trapped you in there if I was paying attention. I'm not really sure. I think if you ring that bell, you call a raid. I think that's how it works. Not too sure. I'm sure there were more. So we've trapped 2 already. I think we've checked pretty much all the houses. Didn't go through very methodically, which is maybe not the best idea. Let's go. There's a cow up there. I remember looking in the cow one. Oh, this iron golem is pretty good. Maybe we can use him, steal him. Not really sure how we do that. Ooh, hello chap. Who are you? A butcher. Raw rabbit we need. Rabbit stew. It's not particularly easy. Trying. Nope, I don't need to do that. You're a very annoying person, aren't you? Okay, I'll come back once I've kind of got on with this, I think. Okay, so I think there's one there. There's one there. These little towers, I've built them just to notify where they are. So when we do come back, we can go straight to them. There's one there as well, so we've got 3. And we have one trapped in one of these houses. Maybe I should put another pillar up just to indicate where that was, because I've actually forgotten already. Let alone in, 17 months when I eventually do come back. I think we need to offer... Oh no. No. Yeah, I know I'm using a lot of wood doing this, but I need to find a way of indicating to myself that I do love these feather fall boots. They're so useful. So you're in there. don't actually know what you are though. What are you? You're the cartographer. Empty map, that's pretty good, isn't it? And we have loads of, or at least we will have lots and lots of, how much are you going to take these beds, I think? We will have lots of paper from all of the, take that one as well. Why not? Free beds, always useful. What is this stuff? Packed ice and blue ice. Oh wow, that's good. It's useful stuff. I'll take it all. How that is just so satisfying. I'm fairly certain that it's very good for like quick travel and stuff. This ice. I don't know if it's blue ice or packed ice. I think blue ice is the best one. Oh, this is the. You can hear him opening and closing the door. Must be quite infuriating. Cool, so we've got 5. I think that's all of them. I think it is. Got 48. Oh, there's more as well here. May as well get it while we're here, eh? I hope I'm not sort of ruining anything by taking this all down. I think this is the packed ice. I think the packed ice is slightly more difficult to. Oh no, that's blue ice. The blue ice is the. Oh, there's more over there. Let's go grab that. Well, this has been very, very good explorations, isn't it? Very tempted to ring that, just see what happens. I don't think it works quite how I think it is, where it's like you just ring it and suddenly a bunch of pillagers turn up or something. Not so sure. Right, what's in here? Let's take all this bread. May as well. Free bread. And a potato. Nah, you're alright, you can keep potatoes. Silk touch was I was thinking about not bringing the silk touch one as well, but this is exactly why we have. Just for these opportunities. Okay. I don't think there's anything else we can do there. Well, other than taking down the coordinates. Okay, so let's get going on our adventure again. Oh my gosh, there's one more. I didn't realise. A meat guy. Let's try and trap you. Let's wait for you to stop moving. There we go. I'm getting good at that now. We have six villagers. No, are they called librarian? Oh, I just said I got good at it as well, didn't I? Such an idiot. No, crap. Alright, give me a second to sort this out. This took me about a good 10 minutes, and trust me, that's a long time to be chasing after a villager for, but we've got him. So that's 10. 10. Where did I get that number from? That's 6. Got one there, 2. I think there's one more over there. One there. One there. And there's one that's stuck in a hut somewhere. So let's continue on our way. And I think 6 is enough anyway. If there's 1 or 2 more running around, I'm sure we can leave them to it. And I think this is the way we want to be going. No, it isn't. That's the way we want to be going. In this general direction. We want to go start going kind of diagonally at some point. We want to be going more on the x-axis, don't we? Like that. Oh no, that's not more on the x-axis. This is. Okay, we'll go this way. That's perfect. And then we'll slightly. Actually, no, this is probably the right line. And eventually we'll just stumble upon our base. I think we're about 100, or like 100 minus 100. But we know kind of a good couple of hundred square area of what our area looks like. So when we get within sort of eye shot of it, we should be able to make our own way there without directions. Ooh. No, I'm not gonna risk it for a chocolate biscuit. So yeah, Merry Christmas, guys. I really do hope you've had a nice day so far. It's been fun. I've actually really enjoyed doing this series so far. It's been super relaxing. It's really taken off quite a bit. Obviously I've done the odd medical video here, and that's really, I mean, I'm called the ASMR medic. That's what I kind of see myself as my main content, even though by quite some margin now most of my videos have been gaming, specifically Minecraft, and it kind of makes me think, should I be doing more medical things? But I love making videos, and sometimes it is quite hard to, not necessarily, let's make sure I'm going the right way. Maybe, what if we go, oof, that's weird. What a weird structure. Get out of there. Maybe we should get a boat, or maybe we just go this way a little bit. I think we're that way. I think we might be across the way there. Maybe it would be a good idea to. Okay, I'll make a boat. Do we have enough wood for it? I think we have exactly the right amount, actually. Probably could throw away one of these beds, not really necessary, is it? I think a boat's like that, isn't it? That's a bowl. Brilliant. So we do need a little bit more wood. We'll have a spruce boat, will we? No, yeah, like I was saying, I would love to have most of my stuff as medical stuff. That's what I'm, mostly interested in. It's what I'm very, very passionate about and all that. But I like making videos kind of in my downtime, and it is quite hard to constantly make medical content. I'm going to aim to try and do at least one every week or so. Maybe the average maybe it's like one every 2 weeks or something, which may not sound like very much, considering I think that's us there, isn't it? Yeah, I knew it. We're just across the ocean here, weren't we? So we actually ended up going all the way around, didn't we? We went quite far. We went out that way and came back from the, I guess the sort of south side, I suppose. Actually, I'm not really orientated very well. Does it tell you which way you're facing? Oh, we're facing west. That's west. So we came from. Okay, so north, south, east, and west. Well, that's out the east over there. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Just about. we need to replant all these things, don't we? I think some chickens have gone into the AFK farm. That must be what that noise is. Get off there, you idiot. Leave it open for him. Yeah, so that was a good little exploration, wasn't it? Very, very fruitful. Found a village. Found a skeleton spawner. Found an igloo. Although I think the village is actually closer to us and probably easier, because some of the distance will be on boat, which will be easier. I think that will be easier. Yeah, if you guys have any suggestions of how we can kind of go about doing that, getting those villages back to us, and maybe where we can put them and how we can set that up, do let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna have a little think now about what we can do for the rest of the episode. Maybe something a bit more buildy. So what I thought we would do for the rest of this episode is actually a bit of preliminary work to a project that I was thinking about starting, and maybe we can work on it here and there. but just something for us to do for the rest of this episode. Can always do a bit more exploring if you guys want. The only reason I came back so soon, I thought this would take up the entire of this episode, is that I think we found enough for now. Actually, is there any... there's some sugarcane in here. Let's just line this all up here. Yeah, I can always go out and do some more. I just, I thought that, yeah, we've got enough that we could probably work on. Might go sort out that skeleton spawner at some point. So let's throw all these guys. Still trying to repopulate, as you know. Actually, where should we put these beds? Need to put this blue ice somewhere. Maybe we'll pop the blue ice in. Gosh, I don't know. Let's give it its own item frame for now. Maybe we'll put it here. Yeah, let's do that. The blue ice can go there. Not that we're going to have that much, I think. Well, not for now anyway. Packed ice can go there. We need to sort out these things like bamboo. Obviously, we've picked up. Maybe we should go plant that so we can get some more. Yeah, go on. I want to just do a few things that are going to help us over, you know, the rest of the series, really. So let's go plant this bamboo somewhere a little bit out of the way, so we don't have to see this huge forest kind of getting in the way, I suppose. But yeah, I wanted to organise all of those books that we have, and I like the idea of organising the books into like a library. So you have these chests that are full of all of the enchanted books that you have, and it's all organised in a way that you can go in there and you say, you know, I want an efficiency 4, or I want a smite book, so I can go in there and I go find the smite section in the library. So it'll be not necessarily has to be a massive library, but one that can at least contain a lot of things. And then the decoration can be the walls. Just obviously there's lots and lots of chests that are full with the actual books, but you can have bookcases that obviously make it look more like a legitimate library, just as an aesthetic thing. And I did this and I got quite far with it. I never actually completed the library though in my first ever video on this channel, where I did the world tour. More of like an area tour that I had a series with the ASMR technician. Yeah, I had this sort of like double-sided library, sort of like these two, the design for the storage area that I have at the moment. It's like that kind of circular size, a bit bigger, sort of like a 9-block radius. I actually didn't want to break that one. It's going to be difficult to take that thing down. But just clearing a bit of area to put this bamboo up, if you're wondering. Yeah, so it could kind of be... I'm thinking about doing the same sort of design to it, so I thought it was a good design. I never actually got to finish it. I might do it slightly differently, because it was quite difficult to actually sort out in the end. But you know, I'll run through it properly when we start the design. If you guys have a design for a library, do let me know, because I mean, this is just the way that I did the library before, and I just thought it'd be cool to give it a go. Let's start planting these bamboo. We've only got 7, to be fair. They don't need to be. They grow up in a line, don't they? So we can just go like this or something, and then we can come back when they've grown a bit and pick them up. Pick up some of these saplings actually. So let's clear this out of the way while we chat. But yeah, essentially I wanted to have lots and lots of bookcases before I even get going. So I want to go get some sand and maybe use this lake here and do lots of lines of sand so that I can plant all of this sugarcane that I need. I know it's quite, well, I say quite, but relatively easy. Let's sort this out. Make that look real. Quite actually grew through it, didn't it? I quite like that actually. There we go. Let's get that. Yeah, that's quite cool. keep it like that. But yeah, so we're going to need a lot. We're going to need a lot of wood. Not wood, we're going to need a lot. We've got loads of leather ready for binding the books. We're going to need a lot of sugarcane for the pages. I've put the cactus down because I don't know if it grows up, but I just thought it'd be good for when we actually do get, when we do want wool. There's chickens in here. What are the chances? No, I don't think that those are long lost chickens, unfortunately. I feel like we will stumble upon them eventually. Where's all our wheat? Is it in there? There it is. What should we... The egg. We don't need the egg, do we? Let's breed up these cows because we have a lot of meat. How many were there? How many stacks of leather were there in the end? Got about, yeah, just over 2.5. So let's get all these bred up. We'll come back and do a bit more relaxing slaughtering. ASMR slaughtering. Send you to sleep to the soothing sound of cows being murdered. How lovely is that? We should be able to get a few more done here. Fed into the pen, brilliant. I think that would do. We can get out of this bloody place. There we go. Let's kill you. Sorry. Gosh. Let's put your stuff in here. There we go. Brilliant. I'm also going to plant these jungle saplings just so that we have more of an abundance of the jungle saplings when we do eventually need jungle wood for whatever reason. Plant these here. I think they can grow in any biome, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue, I don't think. I don't think they need to be in a jungle biome, do they? Okay, so I'm going to go find a place where we can get lots of... Oh, actually, here's some sand. But I don't want to dig it out of our area. That's the only thing. No, I don't know. Little pig island. Did we actually ever go look at that boat? I don't think we did we? Oh, I actually need to get rid of all this stuff as well. Okay, well, I'll be 2 seconds. Okay, so we're making our way over to this shipwreck, and I do think we actually had a look at this a while back. I'm just going to cut out all of this sand. This is what we've come for, because we do want to use it to... I promise we will sort out this area. I'm absolutely just decimated of sand and make it look horrible. We will come back at some point, especially if we're over in this area. How satisfying is that noise though? Hey, super satisfying. Lovely. How many have we got already? Ooh, already a stack and a half. We'll be here for a couple of seconds and we'll be full. We'll use the dirt as well. Why not? It's just like a little section of a ship. No, not really. Not anything we're going to find anything useful in, is it? I don't think so. Oh, I see. It's kind of like a capsized ship. Very cool. Very cool. But yeah, let's get this cut out. I'm actually getting... It's like we're excavating the ship, isn't it, a little bit? We'll take the dirt as well, be good for the for our supplies. The sand is definitely what we're here for though. That must be a whole bunch already. We absolutely burn through this shovel, aren't we? I think the sooner the better to get that skeleton spawner sorted out. Because that really will be useful, because we can then start putting mending on everything and not even have to worry about that anymore. Oh, bit of clay. Is that the only bit of clay? Oh, there's a bit. I think there's fortune on this as well. Fortune 3. Oh, lovely. So I do want to start building here and there with some clay. Quite fun. And by that I mean, I think you can make concrete with it, which is obviously useful to know how to, or to at least try and build with. But I actually mean I want to use some red brick, which I've never used before in any build. So that could be quite cool, I think. Yeah, it would be quite cool to use that. Actually, how much we got? Oh my gosh! Wow, almost got half an inventory of sand. To be honest, we've probably already got enough. But while we're here, we may as well fill up as much of our storage as we can. We won't do multiple trips of this. This will be good enough for now, I expect. I'm also not going to put the manual. I'm calling it manual because it's not really a proper, what you would consider a Minecraft farm. I'm not going to put the manual sugarcane farm where I said it would eventually, sort of like 5 minutes ago. I'm going to put it a bit further out of the way because it's not really particularly aesthetically pleasing, is it? And I'm not really sure the sort of farming world that I associate with this area we're building. I don't really associate that with sugarcane farming. It's a bit exotic for these chaps, whoever did live here. So I'm not really sure what lore I'm building, but I've got a kind of image in my mind, and I don't really think that they would do sugarcane farming. So God, I must have so much dirt as well. Let's get that wheat seed. I want that. Get out of it. Go on. Oh, it's a turtle. Hello. I have no idea how we work with those guys. I'm just gonna leave them there for now. I want to find some more higher level sand so we can just start carving it out of the landscape without completely destroying the landscape. I guess we could go one further down, like below sea level, but it's gonna be weird, isn't it? Because we could go there. I didn't actually realise that if you press shift, that's too slow. If you press shift on the water, it sort of drops you down. Ooh, got a ravine here. Interesting. Let's completely decimate this island. Give me all of your sand. I could do this for absolutely hours. It's so satisfying. So I actually just fell into this ravine. I was planning on not actually showing it. I was planning on not stopping recording, and I thought, no, it's too much. It's not relaxing, so I'm going to edit that out. But yeah, I did fall into the ravine. Almost fell directly into the lava, which was great. But we did survive. Thankfully, it's not a particularly deep ravine. I'm going to leave that iron. Let's use the dirt to get out of it, shall we? How much we got? That's probably enough, isn't it? Yeah, I think we can go back now. Not quite out yet. We're over there, aren't we? I mean, we could just cut the rest of this, kind of mount it out, couldn't we? Go on, I mean, while we're here, we may as well get a full inventory. Stop being lazy. There we go, we're full, aren't we? Yep. Lovely. Okay, that was very successful and a lot easier than I thought it would be. Usually when you're going out to find a certain resource, even if it is just sort of sand, you only find little patches of sand and it takes you ages and all the rest of it, so got that done pretty sharpish. Those are nice little fishies, aren't they? Not sure what type of fish it was. Try to see if our jungle trees have I think that big tree there, one of those big spruce trees by our oh, there's our farm. It's cool seeing it in the distance, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna maybe set up this sugarcane farm. I'm thinking in this little pond that we have by the cow shed. That's what I'm thinking. I think that could be the most out of the way, and it's not going to look particularly, I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's try and work this out together. I can obviously set this up, and if you guys think you've got a better place to put it, then let me know, and maybe I'll, I can obviously move over. It's not very difficult to manage. I was thinking about putting it here. I'm going to put it here for now. So it's going to be like this. This is kind of what I see as the most effective way of doing a manual farm. These sort of strips where you can just run along them. You can make AFK sugarcane farms. I'm obviously not I don't have the technical prowess to do that without a tutorial. So and I mean, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should just look up the tutorial and we can work through it together. That could be quite fun. Let me know if you'd want to see that. I'm sure you would want to see it, but whether that's particularly important to you or whether... I mean, I don't really think we'll need that much paper. It requires making a big sort of AFK farm. That'll take probably like 3 or 4 episodes. I don't even think it's not even particularly tricky redstone really. So, but yeah, let's get all this done. I'm gonna go to sleep quickly. Okay, so we should probably have to get this finished off. I mean, we'll just do as much as we think will probably be necessary. Although, will this actually be within range to grow? Well, let's test it out. I don't know how close we have to be to this thing for the... I think I'm fairly certain you need to have the chunks loaded for things like wheat and whatever to grow. Just for anything really to occur in a chunk, the chunk has to be loaded. So, I feel like it probably will have to be... I think this is close enough. I don't know, is it like the same as mob spawning where over... I think it's like under 30 blocks away, they can't spawn, so mobs can't spawn, but over 132 or something, they can't spawn either because like the chunks aren't loaded or something. I mean, I'm sure I'm explaining this really badly and it's kind of misinformed or whatever. That looks terrible. So yeah, we'll plant all the sugarcane down here and just see if it does grow, because maybe this is a bit too out of the way. But I mean, those trees, no, they don't. The trees don't grow, do they? Because there's still a couple of sections that obviously aren't loaded when we're at the AFK fishing farm, which is, I mean, only there compared to there. Although I'm starting to think that might be because I have the rendering down to like 2 blocks, two chunks when I'm doing the AFK fishing overnight. So that could be the reason. I might try that tonight. So when I set up my AFK fish farm tonight, I will I'll set it to like 16 chunks or something, or whatever it says. What is it? Yeah, 50, yeah, I'll do like as many chunks as possible. It's really only the frame rate that I actually need to decrease when I'm doing AFK fishing. Otherwise it sort of just puts too much pressure on my computer, sort of like never turning off. This might be enough actually. I guess we could do the whole thing. Yeah, so let's maybe give that a go tonight, and I'll kind of report back to see if that actually does work, if it does allow things a bit further away to spawn. Maybe it's easier just for us to do it from this direction like that. Let's keep it together a little bit. So yeah, I feel like this is going to be quite a boring episode. I mean, it definitely is, because It's not exactly quite as exploration-y as it was in the first one, episode 21 yesterday. But you know, we're just doing a few kind of, I guess, chores, really. Got to get all this done if we want to get all the bookcases for a library. We need lots of paper. I'll tell you one thing that I did want to do actually. Oh no. Well, we'll leave it like that, it's fine. No, I was thinking about setting up. I mean, I don't want to completely copy all the things that I did on my own personal server, you know, last year or whatever it was. Because I was thinking about setting up a sheep farm where you get all the different colour wool. But it's not. I mean, it's hardly that important, is it? I'm not really sure how often I'm going to need pink or brown wool or whatever. But it's nice to know that you've got that kind of resource available to you if you ever want to do something creative with wool or something. Because one thing that I did want to do for Christmas, you might think it's a bit lame, but I wanted to do some great sort of Christmassy designs on this world. We'll leave it like that for now. So like the big spruce trees that we had, I kind of like the idea of giving them all sort of like Christmassy decorations, so maybe using like red and green wool and stuff, just like the chests have. But I didn't have any wool, and I really, obviously we're in the middle of doing explorations and stuff, so I thought it would take too long, and by the time we've got it done, it's probably Christmas has passed. So I guess we can still do that, because you do have obviously the Advent days after Christmas. If you guys want me to do that, do a bit of Christmassy, get a bit of Christmassy vibes going on, let me know. Hardly that important though, is it? But yeah, I do want you to let me know, definitely, if you want more explorations, because I feel like maybe we didn't do enough. I wouldn't want you to feel shortchanged, as if like, oh, is that all the exploration we're going to do? I kind of went out there in a quite a strong functional sense, which was, we're going out here to find a village, we're going out to find, you know, a jungle temple, which obviously we didn't find, but we did find an igloo, we found villagers, and we found a skeleton spawner, which I have to admit I wasn't even really thinking about when I went out exploring, because really I only think about that if I'm doing sort of underground kind of excavation stuff, like, okay, I'm mining but I'm also looking for spawners, so you turn the volume up high so you can hear any sort of bone rattling and stuff, or zombie noises, which I've not even gotten close to doing, and now I really don't see the point in doing it at all. It's great that we found that. Honestly, the skeleton spawner is probably one of the most powerful XP farms that you can get if you do it correctly, and the loot that you get from it is just brilliant. The bones makes life so much easier on so many different levels. So for example, if you want to have an AFK wheat farm or any farm really, having that there we go, we actually ended up doing all of it. I'm not sure we have that much sugar cane. It looks quite cool then, doesn't it? That's cool. Let's go get our sugar cane. Yeah, you can kind of make this machine, this redstone contraption, really simple thing that you just fill with bone meal and a button, I think, and the seeds that you want to plant, and it'll just click, and it gathers like a stack of weeds or whatever in about, it's like one or two per second. It's really quick, and you can make it even quicker than that, I think. And you can set a couple of them up, and you know, they just create this sort of endless source. Let's actually get all of this. Yeah, we can plant all of these down. We'll remove it from the outside of our base as well. I just don't really like the look of sugarcane on the outside of this base. I don't think it really fits particularly well. So it'd be good to get rid of all this and transfer it all over to our new sugarcane farm. I think I want to go to the Nether pretty soon. I think that's kind of important. Usually you get to the nether within sort of like a day of real time playing Minecraft. And, you know, it's been about a month that we've started this, and to be honest, I haven't really even thought about the nether until sort of last episode, maybe the episode before that. I don't even think we have enough obsidian. Let's get all this as well. Is that all of it? I think it is, other than that bit there. Let's go plant all this. Okay, so we just slept and the cactus has grown, which is good. So we can start getting our... I think we need this for lime green wool, so that's always good to have. Just pop that down there. We'll move those eventually as well, because those don't fit particularly nicely to the aesthetic. I don't think it's... the jungle has started to grow. Let's get this thing down. Separate the leaves from this as well. And those can start coming down. We'll get the saplings from that. I think we're being quite... I think we're being quite productive actually. Maybe not being productive with particularly important things, but you know, we're getting somewhere for sure. And then, you know, when these grow up, you can just run along them and just break them all down. Very easy, very quick, very useful. So a stack has got us this far. We have about 5 stacks or 4.5. So yeah, we're not going to get anywhere near through the entire lines that we have, but after a couple of harvests, we probably should have all of this sorted out. I just missed that one there. I need to fill that in on the way back. There we go. That's good. No, that doesn't go there. Always manage to miss about one, don't we? Yeah, so someone actually requested that I do a medical video. I can't remember who it was. And I hear you, definitely. Oh, hang on. We didn't even realise you didn't need sand. I'm so stupid. I think it looks better with sand actually though, so I'm glad we've kept it like that. Ah, that's why I thought you needed sand. Because I was thinking, whenever people build those AFK sugarcane farms, they always use sand. So I thought, oh, you need to plant it on sand like cactus. It needs to be on sand to grow. But I think it's just utilising the gravity mechanics. It doesn't actually need to be on it. It just utilises the gravity of sand in the game. Yeah, look, we've almost used all of our sugarcane, so let's get all this down. There we go. God, look how many lines we have. Plenty. We're gonna have sugarcane for days. How many is each line? Sort of like 20. Well, these ones are particularly long, aren't they? So. Yeah, what was I talking about? Oh, that was at the medical videos. Yeah, so I think the next... I mean, if you've got this far in this video, you'll find out what we're going to do. There we go, all done. I'm planning on doing a respiratory video at some point. I think it'll probably be towards the back end of this week. Friday, Saturday or Sunday of this week. So like, yeah, the 28th, 29th of December. And I'm going to try and stick to one medical video at least a week. I think that's important, given the name of this channel. And I think, you know, maybe I'm just being a bit lazy with these Minecraft videos. You know, I love playing Minecraft and I love the response that I'm getting, but you know, I respect the fact that probably quite a lot of you do like the medical videos, and I think I am keeping up to roughly one a week at the moment. But I think maybe it'd be nice if we try and pick that up a little bit and remember that, you know, at least try and remember that we are the ASMR medic after all. But I am loving playing this Minecraft save at the moment. It's a great project. Really, really enjoying it. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. We got quite a lot of useful stuff done. Give me your suggestions about what to do next. If I don't hear too much, I might either go to the Nether, or I will start on the library, and then episode 25 will be a world tour to anyone that needs to catch up. So I hope you've had a lovely Christmas, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye guys.